YouTube. What it do? This is Huncho TV. You now tuned in to my latest drop. And if you made it this far, go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back. And just know, your time here is highly respected and greatly appreciated here on this channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Okay, hold on. It may be. This better be a ticket to Dubai for 2 weeks straight, round trip. Because you know I've been wanting to go to Dubai.
Open it up. Yeah, read it.
What is this?
You know what it is? I just want you to know that I know. Nevaeh is not mine. She's not my daughter.
Why did you do this tonight out of all nights? Why?
Because I wanted you to know that I know Nevaeh is not mine. I've had doubts.
What
So I went
doubts?
that DNA test. Nevaeh is not mine. She's not my daughter. Why would you do this? Why would you cheat?
I didn't cheat.
Why would you cheat on me?
Bro, I swear, dog. The lack of accountability, dude. This man clearly gives you paperwork and documentation. It's in black and fucking white. And you still talking about you didn't cheat. Woo! Damn! That's crazy.
I didn't.
That's proof right there. DNA test. Nevaeh is not my daughter.
But babe, really? Out of all days, you had 3 years to give this to me. Now you want to give this to me?
Either, though.
A few years ago, my oldest daughter had to take a DNA test for school just to figure out ancestry. During the DNA test, she came to me very, very sad because apparently me and her were not related. I was like, huh? When she told me this, I had to keep a straight face because the immediate shock was just wild. Then I decided to go with her to get a paternity test done. When we got the paternity test done, it was also concluded that I was not her father.
Yo. Let's back up real quick. Hold the... Dude, wow. Imagine coming home from work after busting your ass just for your kid to come up to you and say, "You're not my daddy." Bro, it is one thing to fucking find that shit out through either the mother or the father. But to have somebody that you practically raised all the way up to here come to you and tell you that you are not their father.
Point, I was shocked. I've had 4 kids with my wife, and she was the oldest, and I needed to see how far this rabbit hole went. I told her to not let her mother know that we know this information, and then I went to my next oldest child. Not mine. I went to the one below that. Not mine. And then I decided to stop there because the youngest child is so young that this may directly affect them, and they don't really understand what's going on anyway. So I didn't even want to go into that rabbit hole, but when I got the information, I immediately was like, let me go talk to my wife about this. So, like always, she didn't take responsibility or any type of accountability, and she said, "How are you going to believe your wife over these tests?" I was like, are you serious? Are you like, for real? Like, is this really where you're gonna go with this? Then she starts crying profusely.
I'm sorry, yo. That was... What the hell you mean? How I'm gonna believe the test over you, woman? Yo, that's wow. I'm sorry.
And
That shit is
saying
crazy.
it was only one time. I didn't mean to do it. And I was like, it was only one time. Hey. And then I showed her that each one of the children aren't mine, with the exception of the youngest, as so I think. That's when it dawned on me that it was one time, multiple times, and then when we looked, each one of the children had different baby fathers, and somehow that made it even worse, because it wasn't just one person you was cheating on me with. This is a habitual thing with multiple different people that you probably don't know about, and I'm taking care of their kids. They're my kids. They're...
All right, how do you justify saying it only happened one time when it comes to a situation like this, right? Because it's not like you are getting caught for like cheating or still, well, technically you are getting caught for cheating, but not in the sense of where it's just cheating. It's more so like where you get caught cheating with a baby, so it's a whole nother dynamic. But right, but why does it only happen one time? Like, how do you justify even saying that type of shit? Because to me, that there's no justification to that, right? If you cheat on me and we don't have a kid and I find out later, that's a whole different situation, right? But when you add more dynamics to it, you cheat on me, we have a baby, and then years later I find out that this ain't my baby. What the hell does it only happen one time solve? Cause I'm still gonna divorce your ass either way it go.
Kids, I've raised each and every one of them from a super young age, and they stood by me through this whole situation. But to think that she's not who she said she was, because up until that situation, I thought we had a great marriage. I thought
Then with multiple, man. Oh, mama was a rolling stone. That's nasty.
great life. I thought everything was going good. I thought that we were building together and already have built together. She is a stay-at-home mom that works on things that she wants to do. She takes care of the kids. She cooks. She cleans. She does everything that's needed inside of the relationship with me. Yet she didn't tell me that she wanted to go outside of the marriage. She didn't tell me that she wanted to do anything. Anyway, after finding out the information and getting her side of the story, I let her know I would need a couple of space. So I had rented a hotel for a couple of days, and I stayed in it. I stayed away, and it was all right. It was good, but I really missed my kids, and I wanted to see them. So after a couple of days, I was back inside of the house, but I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't say anything to my wife. I didn't speak to her. She would try to talk to me and I would look away. I would take care of the kids. I would grab the kids, take them to the mall, do different things with them. And everything was I was just trying to figure things out. I was just trying to see how I could make our relationship work, or see if I need to separate and just take the kids myself. Like, I didn't know what to do.
Okay, let me shut the fuck up before I even say what I was finna say. Because I was gonna question, like, what is it to make work? But I also gotta understand and remember that this dude has raised these kids for multiple years. And not just that. It is his family. Technically speaking, it is his family, since he's been providing everything for them for such a long time. So before I start speaking and saying dumb shit, let me shut the fuck up and have some type of understanding.
If I had any like legal rights to these individuals, yeah, my name's on the birth certificate, but I'm not biologically theirs. I just wanted to figure.
Do y'all think this is something that can be worked out and fixed? Like, I mean, what I mean by that is, like, do y'all think that there can be a compromise and they can work this out? Because I'll be honest with you. If I was in his shoes and I had 4 kids that on paper shows that they aren't mine, but, you know, in the physical, all the investment that I put into them, they're mine. I'll be honest, there's no way that I could work that relationship out. Like, I just couldn't do it. To be honest, I'll do my best to try to maintain a relationship with those kids. Matter of fact, I will. Because if I raise them for all those years, then yeah, they're going to be my kids. So when it comes to the kid portion, I'll still be there for the kids and treat them as they are mine. But as far as the relationship with the mom goes, I'll just go ahead and divorce that, cut ties with that indefinitely. It is what it is.
Out, but I didn't even get that chance, because 6 days ago she decided, other than taking any type of responsibility, to have a hangout session with the chandelier.
What the fuck does that mean? Like, when he say hangout session with the chandelier, is he talking about like sitting at the dinner table in silence or some shit? What the fuck does that mean? Can somebody drop in the comment section and let me know what that means? I'm not married, so that's probably why I don't know this shit.
And I'm so happy I have my kids because I just don't know what I would like. It's just baffling to me because the whole time, even with evidence, she just kept denying and denying and denying and denying. And I don't know if I did something wrong. I don't know if I was never supposed to know in the first place. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know I didn't want this to happen. I didn't want.
At least she denied the shit. The first bruh, she was in no denial. It was like, to me, the first clip was more like, it seemed like she had it in her mind and knew the whole time, but she was anticipating the day that he would find out and bring it to her attention. That's what I got from the first clip. Like, she didn't deny it at all. She just said, why you wait so long? Or wait until now to tell me after all these years. You know what I mean? So it's like, it sounds like women have different ways of taking this shit in and dealing with it. Like, without taking accountability.
To not have my kids, not to have their
Got a feel for you, brother.
I left my American woman to marry my village girl just to discover that I'm not the father of our 3 children. You get to the point now. 5 months ago, my village wife called me and she was complaining how she's tired of waiting, that I must come to village now or else she will leave the marriage. So I had to leave whatever I was doing in America to travel to the village. 5 months later, my mom called me and she was like, my son, I know you are educated. I know you are well traveled. I just want to know if there is any way you send something to your wife to the village to be pregnant. I was like, Mom, what are you talking about? She told me, listen, it's not up to 5 months you came to the village. Now your wife has given birth this morning. I was so confused. Like, I became so confused at that point. I had to travel to the village to conduct a DNA test just to discover that I'm not the father of our 3 children.
That the result of DNA test conducted for Christian Chukwudi Anthony and the minor child.
And I swear I hear this shit. I don't know why I hear it in my head, but let me find out y'all over there talking about, what? You was gone overseas. What am I supposed to do? Ain't no fucking reason, bro. It's not, bro. That's like marrying a person in service and then telling them, or they find out you cheated on them because they was away for like 5 months, 6 months, or whatever the fuck it is. Like, bro, that is no reasonable explanation, dog. If you can't handle somebody being away, then just don't be with them. To me, it makes zero sense that people would even use that as an excuse, because I know that's probably what her excuse is, because that's what a lot of females or male companions, that's a lot of their excuses when their partners are away for a long amount of time, right? If you know you're gonna make a move, why not just break it off with them before you make that move? I mean, I don't know, I guess. You know, I couldn't imagine finding out that my kid wasn't mine. Yeah, that's some hard shit to deal with. But I got a question for y'all. Do y'all believe men that raise children up to a certain age, let's say they 2-3+ years in, let's go 3+ years in, right? And they find out that that kid is not their kid. Do y'all feel like a man is still obligated to be there for that kid, given the fact that he's been there for 3+ years, practically raising that kid, right? Or do y'all think the man should be like, nah, fuck this shit, and just bounce on both of them? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man, because it don't matter how you put it, this is probably some of the most shiesty shit that any human being could do. I I just don't know what to say, to be honest with y'all, because I couldn't imagine myself coming home from a long day of work, busting my ass for a family that I'm taking care of. I couldn't imagine coming home and being notified that none of the kids that I've created are mine. I couldn't imagine that shit, man. And I felt for the brother that had all those kids with that lady in the second clip. Like you could hear the pain in his voice. You know what I mean? Like he's truly broken. And for him to say that he contemplated on finding ways that he can go about it, and even one of the decisions that he chose or that he contemplated was making it work. Like, how can he make it work? That brother has a very, very, very tremendous heart. You know what I mean? Because I got a big heart, but I always find out through watching shit like this, my heart ain't that big. It's very fucking small compared to some of these people that I watch when I watch these clips. Because there would be no contemplation as to, can we make this work? Especially if we have 4 kids and all 3 or 4 of those kids have different fathers. You didn't even respect me enough to do it with the same motherfucker. You chose to bounce around. Like you hopping around this shit, bro. Like no, there's no way that I could. That shit just wouldn't work out for me. I'm sorry. I'm definitely gonna be there for the kids, but I'm not gonna be there for the mama. She could figure that shit out on her own. It is what it is. But that's just my personal opinion. Now everybody got a whole different situation. Everybody got their own way of thinking, but that's just my way of thinking. But I want y'all to drop in the comment section, what is y'all way of thinking, or how do y'all think men should go about these type of situations? And ladies, please do comment. Like, I want to know, like, do y'all think a man should still be liable for maintaining a relationship with you and the kid? Should a man still be responsible for taking care of you and the kid after he finds out that this kid isn't his? Like, please drop y'all comments in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this. If you like content like this, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. This is Sunshine TV, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.